A good way to reduce humidity in a basement is to address water. You need water to create humidity. Sump pump, interior waterproofing system, vapor barriers, dehumidifiers. Those are all ways to address humidity in basements. Making sure literally all the way down to your dryer, making sure that your dryer vent is discharging outside, because anytime you have heat, and let's say a crack that leaks water, those two things not only create humidity, but humidity promotes mold growth. It kind of all goes hand in hand. Say again, you have a crack behind a dryer that's leaking, and let's say you have a dryer vent that, oh well, I don't want to run it outside. I'd rather use that for heat. That heat and that water not only create humidity, humidity promotes mold growth. So you see where I'm going. Dehumidifier, essentially, it really depends on which one you get. You can get one that, just make sure you get one that's bigger than the square footage that you're dealing with. So whereas if you have an 800 square foot basement, 1,000 square foot dehumidifier would suffice. Where I run into a lot of issues is, I've had this dehumidifier, and then they got 5 broken ones next to it. It's like, well, instead of spending that extra $50, Bob, you could have got one to address the whole basement. But in a year, you're going to replace this one with another one that's too small too. So dehumidifiers for the proper size are suggested in that scenario, because not only longevity purposes, it'll actually help control the humidity versus, trying to keep up with the humidity. Making sure it's the right size is pretty key. We install Santa Fe dehumidifiers, which are commercial grade. Anytime that I'm in a crawl space that needs, you could tell, you go into a crawl space and they don't have one, you instantly start sweating if there's a water issue, because the humidity is so high. That humidity again promotes mold growth. Not only that, but where's the water going? It's going to evaporate, and that evaporation is going to find the bottom of the floor joists, and it gets stopped. So then you end up with water dropping, if you will. So it'll evaporate and it'll hit the floor joists or the bottom of the floor, and then it has nowhere to go. So then it recondensates and starts dripping from the floor joists, thus creating mold growth.